What do you think you're doing?
Ah! Someone's been murdered! Call the police!
Personal foul!
So, sir, do you have any idea who he is?
Well, according to his identification, he was an accountant with the SAS Corp.
Isn't that the company that's having all the financial difficulties?
The very same.
So what do you think happened here?
He's been shot.
Oh, I can see he's been shot, but why?
Oh, sorry. Well, that's our job here now, isn't it? To gather information.
Oh, like the same way you would when assessing risk in an audit.
Precisely. You'll want to be sure to look at external factors. The nature of the client, objectives and strategies, and related business risks. Can you think of anything else?
Well, there's always measurement and review of the client's financial performance, as well as internal control, of course.
Well, of course. And it's important to keep in mind that not all information is relevant.
Oh, precisely.
Evening, Monty.
Nice night for a ride, sir.
Indeed it is, gents.
I'll get it, Holmes. Come in, my dear. How may I help you?
Oh, please, sir. I need to see Mr. Holmes immediately.
Is there some sort of problem, madam?
It's my mistress, Lady Liable. She's been worried about her investment in the SAS Corp.
Oh, one moment, please. Holmes! Holmes! There's somebody here to see you, Holmes.
Not now, what's up? I've almost beaten Freebird on the expert mode.
But sir, there's a lady here in distress.
Hello? Oh, sorry, old chap. What can I do for you, madam?
Lady Liable has a substantial investment in the SAS Corp. Ooh, and we've just found out that their accountant has been brutally murdered tonight.
That's horrible.
I was afraid it would come to this. I believe we can help you, but we must begin by evaluating the internal control of the SAS Corp.
Well, isn't that required on any audit?
Absolutely! We need to assess the risk of material misstatement, whether due to error or fraud, and then we'll need to decide the nature, timing, and extent of our further audit procedures.
But Holmes, what's that got to do with internal control?
We'll need to look at the design of the controls to determine whether they're capable of preventing or detecting and correcting material misstatements.
Oh, I see.
But how do you plan to evaluate the control design?
Well, I suppose it would be helpful to consider the control objectives that are specific to the circumstances of the SAS Corp.
Precisely, and then whether the control would actually meet the control objective. What's up? I think we need to pay a visit to this woman's mistress.
I'll call for a carriage, Holmes. Yes, I need a carriage for Holmes, 22B Baker Street. What? Can you hear me now? The bells! The bells! The bells! Oh!
Mr. Holmes, I am indebted to you for your service. You see, I stand to lose considerable sum of money if anything happens to the SAS Corp.
Well, I'm certain that if anyone can figure out this problem, Holmes can.
It's such a relief. So I suppose you'll begin by testing the effectiveness of the controls.
Well, no, that will only be necessary if we believe the controls will be effective, or if we believe the substantive procedures alone would not give us enough evidence.
But Holmes, certainly we're going to get an understanding of the design and implementation of the controls.
Indubitably. Remember, Watsup, for certain small companies, such as the SAS Corp, there may not be any documentation for the system of internal control.
Do you suppose we should begin with a discussion among ourselves? You know, the audit team?
Good idea, Watsup. You begin.
Did you catch the football game last night, Holmes?
Oh, yes, Liverpool was looking fine, don't you think?
Oh, they've never looked better.
Excuse me, but shouldn't you be discussing the audit?
Oh, yes, I do believe you have a point.
Let's begin by assessing the risk of material misstatement.
Do you mean financial statement level risks?
Not only those, my good man, but the relevant assertion level risks as well.
What do you mean, Holmes?
Well, while the financial statement level risks look at financial statements as a whole, the assertion level risks relate to certain items.
What good does that do?
Oh, that would provide a basis for considering the audit approach for designing and performing further procedures.
What's up? I think it's time we get back to the lab. Coming, Rover. Thank you for your time, Lady Libel.
So how will the internal control tie in with the assessment of our risk?
Well, what's up? We're looking for the controls that are likely to either prevent or detect and correct misstatements for specific assertions.
Oh, I see. So I suppose we begin by identifying significant risks.
Precisely. We need to remember the definition of audit risk.
Oh, that's a formula I can never remember.
It's quite simple. What's up? See here. The audit risk equals the risk of material misstatement times the detection risk.
Oh, I see. What is the risk of material misstatement?
That's essentially the entity's risk.
Ah, then that means it's independent of our audit.
A key element, what's up, is that we have to determine the materiality and tolerable misstatement. Okay, we're close. Close. And... there we have it. The perfect cup of Earl Grey. A cream and sugar, what's up?
Oh, yes, please.
Aha! I've got it!
Got what, Holmes?
The problems at the SAS Corp have been caused by my notorious arch-enemy, Dr. Moriarty, and he's hiding out at the old school.
But Holmes, however did you deduce that from a cup of tea?
It says right here on the tea bag. Aha! I found you, Professor Moriarty.
Oh no, not you again! Someone call for a constable?
Sergeant, you may take this man into custody.
Well, how will he prove he really had anything to do with this?
Why, with our audit documentation, of course. We'll make sure our audit documentation conforms to the new requirements required by SAS's 104 to 111.
Students, can you call my solicitor, please? And don't forget your homework is on page 82.
Holmes, it looks like we've once again solved the mystery, but there's one thing I still don't understand.
Only one thing, what's up?
Yes, you were able to tell from the tea bag that he was at the old school. But of all the schools in London, how did you know which old school?
Why, it's elementary, my dear Watson.